comes clear to Pegg. His tackle comes back to Miller for the Belmont Lions. Handball clear out to that's Edwards Lovett. He turns, gets a kick towards half forward. Oh, great mark in defence for the Corio side, and that was very well done. Van Ziel hasn't had much of the footy. Left footer, it's a disgraceful kick straight into the opposition and goes goalwards.
It's cost him a goal. In the back, he's got to pay that.
I think it's a free kick, can't surely
hit
be
the post anyway.
As the free kick is paid, and Corio with the ball on the goal line, and that was a pretty poor mistake by, I think it was Hogan down there. Should have done better, but now the ball comes clear for Corio. Chip it inboard on his own, and that's well done. Perchek turns, runs on quickly, goes towards centre wing. Hune in good position. And, no mark. It was a contested mark, and he wasn't paid by the umpire. Now the ball's at ground level. Contest. Players crawling hands and knees. Out comes out wide, and that's opened it up there for Pegg.
This is McCormick, that was good.
Yeah, he goes wide. Now Belmont Lions, they set up from half back. Kick towards half forward. Big pack of players back there. Good defence by the Corio defenders. Comes to Miller. He can't get a kick away. Barry O'Toole gets the crump. Now it comes out wide. Smith. Here go Corio. They've got that's another terrible kick from Smith, and puts young BJ O'Toole under enormous pressure.
Gave him no chance.
Tries to beat three players, and all much bigger and stronger. But I tell you what, he kept chasing.
He did, and he made it a turnover. That's
terrific
why.
effort. Long handball there, come from Burke to Lazarick. Lazarick comes around on the right foot, going towards Stewart, who's led out from full forward. The ball is in the forward pocket. Another terrible kick. Players under real pressure. Comes to
that hurt. That hurt.
That tonight. He hit that with a great deal of force. Comes in. Good
Look,
work
it's
over
bent.
the top.
It's bent.
Has bent the post.
Lethal Lee Matthews. He bent the post.
Out. Hunter came in, gave an unnecessary bump.
Yeah,
and
but
the
it
ball
wasn't high.
Yeah, I know, but he's just trying to get control of the game, I would suggest. The ball's gone to McCormick. He's had a very good quarter, or should say game of football. He's gone out wide, and he has found Ben Miller. Ben Miller brings the ball back into true centre-half back position. We'll find Patton. Patton now drives the ball long, again out to the home side of the ground, over the top. Good work by Van Ziel. Gets the ball to advantage to Achini. Achini trying to get around, get control of the ball. Runs into a strong tackle though. Ball gets to ground, comes off hand. Hunter in there. Over the ball. Oh, there's a push in the back without any shadow of a doubt. Not seen by the umpire. Comes forward. Fisher dropping back in front of Mark Stewart, and he will take the mark. James Fisher hasn't really got too many options to go to, so he goes short to Rhett Smith. Back pocket right in front of the commentary box here. Drives Wong up the wing looking for Edwards Lovett. Edwards Lovett can't bring the ball to ground but has enough control. It's a 3-on-1 contest. Big body of Edwards Lovett.
Give it to him.
Gave it to him.
Didn't handball him. Give it to him.
Ball goes.
Justice has prevailed.
He gets the ball inside, and he will find Smith. Smith with the ball. Drives it towards half forward. Perchek can't bring the ball to ground. It probably should have been Burks. Can't get to it. McCormick for Belmont Lions. High kick. Drives the ball back down. Canavan with the ball, but can't control it. Can control it. Gets it back into play to Pegg. Pegg drives it into attack. Goes forward looking for Perry. Can't bring the ball to ground. Edwards Lovett there. Whistle on play. And that will be a free kick to Jamie Duggan. And here goes the phone in the background. So three-quarter time scores are coming through. And Jamie Duggan will be lining up for his fifth goal. Probably going to kick from 40, 45 metres. Probably about 40 metres. 45-degree angle.
Yep. He's kicked well today, Duggan.
He's played in fits and spurts, but when he's on, isn't he?
Yeah.
So in comes Duggan for his fifth. Kicks through the footy. I tell you what, that's a pretty good kick. Straight through the middle. Will be his fifth goal. And Belmont Lions back in the middle of the ground. Up goes the ball. Fisher gets all of that tapped down for Belmont Lions. Driven the ball forward, and Edwards Lovett will take the mark. That was a strong mark.
Oh, that's as good as you'll see all day.
He is
fit to us. See what he did, the first thing he did, like I told those East Geelong blokes to do. Wipe the mud off the ball.
Well, between him and Steve Jansen, that's our two listeners then, Grubby. If Stephen Edwards Lovett was not playing football.
No, I told you, my dad listens.
In we come. He's taking his time.
This is an important kick, isn't it?
Oh.
Very much so. So when he comes, he will kick from as good as 50 metres out. Stuttering run. Not very good run, but I tell you what, it's a good kick. Is it going to hold? I think he's snuck Guinness.
Goes in the air once again. Corio under pressure here, and a good tap down from McGuinness again for Belmont Lions, and that's probably where they're getting on top in this second half. Certainly out of the middle. Stacks on the mill. Come on, umpire. Blow the whistle.
8 or 9 points up.
Yeah, they've got to do something because there's a 50-50. Neither ruckman got a touch on the footy on that occasion. Whistle on and handball to Barry O'Toole. Get on the boot quickly. In front. Oh, if he'd had a look, he almost took the mark there, Hunter. But it goes around. Mark Stewart's got 3 to boot, and Hunt too strong on that occasion. Goes across the ground. This is where they're hurting Corio because Corio not manning up when they lose the footy. Handball over the top to Patton. Now long kick to half forward. Ricky Lazarick.
Miller's fallen over in the chase.
He has. He's too big from in the air, but they're too quick for him. He can't run to space.
So from the ball in, ball tapped forward, looking for the boundary again. As Belmont now
He's picked a free out.
A free kick. It's going to Corio.
Well, I don't know if the ball went out of bounds, but the
incorrect
signal I got was delivery.
Incorrect disposal.
Deliberate was the sign.
So Hunter almost in between.
So throw in. Perry just missed it, didn't really get the ball to anyone's advantage. Going in there hard was the Belmont Lions player, giving every indication that he was trying to get rid of it. Umpire says he was taken too high, as Grubby is called.
They've got to kick one, Cry.
And Ben Miller comes up with the ball.
Can't win it, can they?
No.
Without kicking one.
Put his partner under pressure, but it's come back to Miller. He's got 3 approaching him. They're under all sorts of pressure. Lifted their work rate has the Corio side. Come out to Hogan. Almost a quarterback move. Went backwards to go forwards, and the mark will be taken by McCormick. It will be.
Bloody
McCormick.
Quarterback.
Comes forward to Edwards. Love it. Ball goes forward. Not a great kick. Goes to the advantage of Rethus. Can he pick up the ball and control it? Yes, he can. Kicks it forward. Goes into a 1-on-2-on-1 contest. It was Canavan. Canavan was interfered with. Oh,
No. It wasn't interfered with. It was offside.
Offside?
Well, you're calling quarterback moves. I can call soccer moves. This is footy, mate. Footy.
Canavan drives the ball long for goal. Will it get there? Fades on the run. It's a mile.
Bring it towards centre wing. They haven't got any numbers. O'Toole has got 4 to beat, and that's BJ. In fact, it's Perchek, and he does very well. Got through the tackle, little chip pass.
Now there's a loose man.
Found Berg. Surely Berg will go goalwards, and that's what he does.
Beauty.
And Daniel Berg, under pressure, has kicked the goal for.
A lot of work, a lot of noise with the tap down. Comes off hands, little chip away by Miller. Was a good kick forward. Fallen heap of Corio players back there though. Lazarick, great work. Strong, and comes out to Achini, who then goes wider again. Up the outer side of the ground to Utaki. Comes off hands. Working hard there was Hutchison out there. Hutchison brings the ball back in and finds Lazarick again on the wing. He'll go round one. Stays on his feet, all opportunities as Rick Lazarick gets the ball forward. Oh, tripped by foot. Yep, accidental trip, but it was there anyway. And I think that might be Utaki out there with the ball. Comes over the top. Edwards love it.
He read it well.
Did well, Edwards love it. Comes off hands. Oh, McCormick, great hands. Back to Edwards love it. He drives the ball forward. Goes long, looking for Duggan it was. Can he get the ball? They can't bend over, the two of them. Struggling to get up. Picked up there by Miller. Shane Miller drives long into an open goal square. It could go all the way. Could go all the way. It is!
Oh, the Corio bloke wants a review.
He wants a review.
15 minutes in the quarter. Tap down for McGuinness from Belmont. Can't get it clear of the centre. Finally tapped along the ground, the Corio boys. Oh, gee, it's hard and tough in there right at the moment. Ball, nobody can get it clear as, gee whiz, there's some hard bodies going in there. Comes out. Corio through Lazarick. Handball to Burke. Burke now, where's he gone with it? Oh, O'Toole. BJ in fact, it's Perchek again. Does a great job.
They look alike.
They do. It's Perchek now. A little bit of candy there. Very nice play. Come on, shepherd for him, BJ. Instead of that, he gets the handball out. Back to, that was good work from Van Uy, and through Hunt. It goes towards half forward. Was a bad kick, as Grubby's called. Mark taken there by UT. Oh, they've broken it open here. If the ball bounces well for Corio, it doesn't. And Belmont Lions come back. They've got numbers out there as the handball comes over to Rufus. He on the left foot towards half forward. Another goal here will be very interesting. Corio, well, can they come clear? Little bit of steadiness. Handball goes out wide. Players going at Well, quarter paces. Lazarick accepts the kick backwards for Corio. Doesn't need to come back in the corridor, surely. And at the 15-minute mark, he's got a long, long time.
Hit the boundary.
So decides to go long, Lazarick. It is a long kick. Good contest there. Oh, almost diving for the mark is Hunter. Can't accept it. They've kept it in play, Corio. Can they get it over the top? And that's great play to Berg. He's kicked the last goal for them. Can he do it again? He's gone to the goal square. Stewart.
He's got it, the big fella.
It's the mark in the goal square between two. That was brilliant reading by Mark Stewart. We had a very good view of that, Grubby, and you don't get too many better marks under strong opposition than that one.
Oh, it was fantastic. And you know what? He was always going to take it. Always.
So Stewart now, man on the mark, 4 metres out. Mark Stewart strolls in and puts it over the goal umpire's head. That's goal number 6 for Mark Stewart.
Back in the middle, ball goes up. Fisher gets the tap down, but it went straight into the hands of his Corio opposition, who has drawn
everything now.
the free kick. I think it might have been Hune on the bottom of that pack.
He was taken forward.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Oh, the free was there. I don't disagree with that. Finds Burke, who is loose, and will take the mark. Oh, good work late there. McCormick for Belmont Lions. He'll get the ball away, but picked up there by Smith, was it? And a little chip kick has gone in, and Perchek, who has been so dangerous in this last quarter, has marked the ball about 45 metres from goal.
Very, very smart, Perchek. He's going to go back, take his time. Even if he doesn't make the distance or he doesn't kick a goal, he's going to wind some valuable seconds off the clock.
Great work, Burke. It wasn't paid the mark, but he wouldn't let it go. Wouldn't let the contest go.
I always thought if you had your hands on it and then got punched, it probably nearly could have been a mark, Eric.
Yep.
Perchek. In he comes, crosses the arc. In he goes, kicks for goal. Mark Stewart's happy with that because that is straight through the middle. 16 goals, 10.
There's a free kick. Someone's run in the square.
It was
just come off the bench.
It was Tom Perry trying to get into the ruck contest and he couldn't get there. So free kick went to Corio, but Van Uy for Belmont Lions.
Great tackle.
Oh, fantastic tackle there on behalf of Jason Burke. Hasn't he lifted his effort rate? So boundary throw in right in front of Mark McDowell's coach's box there. Perry over the top of Werner. Comes to ground McCormick there. Oh, a lot of trouble in the so it's good to see him up and about. Back in comes the ball. Oh, Stewart's come into the ruck. He's winded up, taken in over the top to O'Toole. It's going to come to Perchek. If he can get hold of this, it's in all sorts of trouble for Belmont. Chips it round the corner. Can it get to options? It can't. Off hands. BJ O'Toole rows it and kicks the goal. Corio
now tick towards 20 minutes in the middle. Werner's done very well in this last quarter in the ruck. Gets the ball at ground level. Perchek again. Handball offline on that occasion, but he follows up, tries to recover the mistake. Creates another one as the free kick goes to the Belmont Lions through McCormick. He goes out wide, and terrific work there by... here, is it?
Oh, no, it is Utaki. You're right.
Utaki, umpire has said it was out of play, and I think Corio would maybe a winning lead as the ball comes in unopposed on that occasion. McGuinness for Belmont Lions taps it forward. Canavan picked it up. Umpire, did he say through it? I think he might have. In fact, it might have been Rhett Smith has bent down to pick the footy up and flicked it up. Now Lazarick, where's he going to go? Not too keen to kick it. I wonder if he's got a crook leg because that's a lovely kick on that occasion by the run.
All the desperations are out the window. They're all gone hell for leather.
So ball thrown in. Risk. Half forward flank for the Corio side. Diving on the ball, Berg. No free kicks in the umpire. Ball at ground level through centre wing. Belmont really working hard to try to get an answer here, but being thwarted at the moment. Corio at the ball very, very hard. Kick goes towards half forward. 2-on-1, Corio with the numbers. Oh, good work as the laureate was long kick to half forward. 2 littles against 2 talls there for Corio. The talls went out through Belmont Lions as they take the ball towards the ball. Oh, great tackle. So umpire said no prior opportunity. 22 minutes gone in the quarter. 17-10 Corio, 14-4 Belmont.
And you certainly called it right because the 2 littles were too little and the 2 talls were too tall.
Perry gets the ball down to Belmont Lions, but coming off hands in and under there is Hunter. Hunter for Corio tries to get the ball forward. Hutchison in under, does some bustling work. Comes right off hands. In under is Perchek. Great last quarter from Perchek. Umpire 5 metres out from goal. Corio end. Another goal will put this completely out of the reach. Comes to the hands of Edwards. Love it. But it's going to go nowhere, and the mark is going to be taken back there by the Corio player who comes then into Lazarick. Lazarick pretty much in the centre of the ground is going to go all the way across and find Jason Hune. Hoon with the ball. Gets a handball away the press. He didn't need to get the handball away. It was a bad handball to Van Zyl, who couldn't do anything with it. Really put him under pressure. Comes over the top. McCormick for Belmont Lions will come up their scoreboard side of the ground to a 2-on-1 contest. And a good, strong mark will be taken there by Rethus. Rethus hasn't really got anywhere to go. He's got to go to Canavan, who gives him a lead deep into the pocket, and Canavan will take the mark and gets a little clip.
Yeah,
just a little clip,
little one.
Little one to go on with.
Sometimes a little one costs a big 50. You got to be careful.
So Canavan, 70 metres from goal, kicks long and high. It's going to be back into the. That's had a strong mark.
I reckon
back there. Duggan.
Fantastic.
What a
hands.
fantastic hands.
Beautiful.
It was in a 2-on-1 contest. And late pressure arrived from the Corio player. I think it might have been in Laurie. And he has taken that mark. He is about
One grab, wasn't it? Clean.
5 metres from goal, 45 degrees. He should just slot this through. It's probably a little bit too late, as they say. But in he comes anyway. Duggan must put it through to give Belmont Lions any opportunity, and that is indeed what he does. Puts it through. Duggan, it will be...
Stuff. We couldn't find him.
Yeah,
they didn't score enough.
So Cry now, Stewart in the ruck for that contest, and they ball 50-50 in the middle. Ball comes to ground. Belmont Lions, well, concentration going just a little. Handball went to the middle of his teammate's back. Hutchison again at the ground level. Chips it, not a good kick, and turns the ball over. Handball comes to... For Belmont Lions, handball's out. Missed tackle there by the Corio boy, and the ball goes to half forward very quickly. Laurie comes in hard, opposite direction to his opponent. They see the ball toward the boundary. 25 minutes gone in the quarter. I think Corio happy to see the ball out of bounds. 17 for the Belmont Lions. Stewart, lovely tap forward. Well, player held without the footy there. The ball comes, well, which way is the umpire?
Going to Belmont, I think, is it?
No, I think
he signalled the wrong way.
He did. As the free kick went to Corio, now they bring the ball forward. That Wade gets the ball over to Smith, Dylan Smith, just forward of centre. Now they're going backwards, a nest of players back there. Stewart.
I tell you, he's going backwards. Edwards love it. He's gone.
Yeah, they're slowing down a bit as the ball now, the long kick into full forward. This is where they need Stewart, and he's the bloke who started all that. That's a great tackle.
No,
bad tackle.
Got him high.
I think he was going down.
It was a great tackle to start with, and the tackle slipped as the Belmont Lion player went to ground.
So it's Miller in the back half of the ground now as he kicks the ball towards centre wing. Numbers there with the Corio. McGuinness at the ground level, picks it up, not too sure where to go. On the left foot, goes forward.
Now it's open.
Duggan, in fact, Smith slipped his opponent there. On the left foot, goes goalwards. It's a good-looking kick. Oh, that's a terrific attempt to mark by Laurie, but it's really hard. Jack at 20 metres out from the Belmont Lions goal. Now the players come in to bottle it up. Quarter 17-10 Corio, 15-4 Lions.
Off hands, Mark Stewart gets the ball down and tries to smack it through the goalposts.
No, got to tackle him too high that
And then
time.
a tackle too high, as Grubby has just called, and it will be in the hands of Smith. Dylan Smith, deep, last line of defence for Corio. Sells a bit of candy, goes round the outside, finds Lazarick. Lazarick goes over the top and finds Groovy. I think that might be on the outer side of the ground. Works his way up the wing, goes long, 1-on-2 contest. Comes to ground, and it was Timms with the ball. He comes up with it, off hands, gets it out to Rankin to Hogan, and then a chip kick around the outer side of the ground and finds his Belmont Lions player. Goes in long shadows across the ground now, deep into this last quarter. Off hands, picked up by Ruck it was. Drives Corio back into attack, but it's a kick-to-kick option happening across the two half-forward lines again, and it's in the hands of Sean Patton for the Belmont Lions.
Both tired.
He uses the boundary line.
They're both sides
Lazarick's in there, Rankin's in there, comes off hands, picked up by Corio, and driven forward, and there's that man who was starred in the last quarter. Elchin Perchek has marked the ball unattended. Christian Jeffrey just led him away, and Perchek has marked the ball 45 to 50 metres out from goal.
Corio probably took the chance, Grubby. They'd been going along the boundary, and all of a sudden they decided to go midfield, and Perchek was in front, and he was unmarked and took the mark.
Well, it was a bad kick and a drop, but if you're in front, that's where you got to be.
Oh, not a good kick this time. He kicked the distance last time. That was an ordinary kick, and it will go through for a minor score. 17-11, 1-1-3 Corio, 15-4-94 Belmont Lions, 28 minutes gone. Smith's holding scoreboard.
Quick kick in has come from Belmont Lions towards the halfback flank, and as
Andy, the big
been
fella.
a great player for them, yes. As the ball comes in, Stewart doing the ruck work, beaten on that occasion by the big fellow in Perry. Ball comes clear, picked up by Hutchison, gets the foot to the footy, and I think Wade will be quite happy. He handballed it back in, realising it had already gone over the boundary line, I think. So wasted a few more minutes gone in the quarter. I think they're home, Grubby.
Oh, they're home. They've been home for about 7 minutes.
So just forward of centre. Boundary umpire puts the ball in. Stewart, lovely tap down, and what a great move by McDowell, bringing Stewart into the ruck for this last 6 or 7 minutes, and he's just been able to give them use to the footy, although this clearance was by the Belmont Lions, and at half forward, it is all Belmont Lions, but it's all over. The siren has sounded, and our match of the day is done and dusted. 17-11, 113 is Corio. 15 goals for 94 Belmont Lions. We're here at Winter Reserve. Match of the day just completed, a 19-point win to the Corio Football Club in a very interesting match. And just for something different, we've got the president of the Corio Football Club, Greg Ince. Welcome, Greg.
Eric, thanks, Eric, for the invitation to say a few words.
Absolute pleasure. And as president, you would be absolutely delighted, I would think, with the win, although after half-time, who would have known?
Yeah, I would agree with that, Eric. I thought our first quarter was probably the best quarter of football we've played all year. In the second half, I started to worry a little bit. It was probably our crunch game of the year. Loss today put us out of finals contention. I think the win today puts us back in. The results gone our way with the fourth and fifth side. So it was a great win and a great game, to be honest.
Speaking to Mark before the game, he felt the similar sentiments to what you've just expressed, that win today was absolutely imperative to have any thoughts of playing in the finals. Some of the young kids stood up today.
Yeah, look, very much so. I was very impressed with young Nelson. He's come across to us this year, and I thought he played one of his better games for us. We've got another young kid there by the name of Dylan Smith. We've sort of groomed him for the last 2 or 3 years. He's only an 18-year-old kid, and I thought he played a great game today for us as well. But we've got 14 new players this year, and they're slowly but surely starting to gel together, and probably, hopefully we peak next week against East Geelong, but we'll see what happens.
Will be a crucial game now. East a good win today against Thompson, and that will be a crucial game. Can I take you back 9 weeks?
Sure can.
The advent of round one with that great day out there. How much effect did that day have on your club, one as a club and two as a playing group?
Look, I think on the club itself, it was nothing but positive feedback from all the people that attended to it. It was to sort of probably get the club hyped up for the season. Some say it worked, some say it didn't work, but the actual guy himself, Koutafides, was it was a pleasure to have at the club. He stayed on till 7:30, 8 o'clock that night, signing autographs, talking to all the players about strong points and weak points of football. And but for the club itself, it probably got us off on the right foot financially. We've attracted a lot more spectators back to the club this year, so also helping us to pick up a few sponsors as well, which has been a great thing for the club.
Yeah, from a playing perspective, I thought just the mere fact that he was on the ground, he was able to impart so much knowledge to the kids around the ground, and it was a different Corio to what we've seen in recent years.
Yeah, look, I would agree with that. I think that maybe the guys lifted themselves a little bit because it was someone like him, but the knowledge that he unloaded on the guys during the game and after the game, he had a good speak to the guys, and he sort of said to them, look, you guys are a good enough side to play finals football, just watching on what you play, how you played today. We'll hopefully probably it might rub off on the next 2 or 3 weeks, but we're a little bit up and down, but as I say, hopefully it will come good.
Mark seems to have adopted a professional approach this year with the way he prepares them, and after the game we were interested to see them having a real cool down on the ground next door. Everyone who wanted to see could see, but players were responding to him.
Yeah, look, very much so. It's probably been one of the problems we've had at Corio. We've probably never been really professional enough, maybe on and off the field. But since Mark's come along, he's tried to increase the fitness level, trying to introduce little things each week like warm downs, and which a lot of other clubs are already doing. We might be a little bit behind everybody else, but hopefully but surely with his professionalism that we'll just keep advancing and advancing each week.
And I know Mark would be inside right now, not saying worrying about finals. Next week's the first one, and as you said, East Geelong, a very, very important game.
Yeah, look, very, very much so. The boys had a warm down. He's in there having a bit of a talk to him now. That's why he's not doing this. But it all centres around next week for us. They're a good side, East Geelong. They played finals last year. They've been down a bit this year, but they've had a lot of injuries. We get a couple back next week, young Shane Burke and that back next week, so hopefully we'll be at full strength. And look, I'd like to think we could beat them.
Greg, thanks very much for a few moments tonight. Congratulations on a great win, and we look forward to seeing more of you as the season progresses.
Thanks very much.
When are
Eric.
you going to Fiji? When are you going?
That's been Greg
I can't
Ince,
afford a train fare.
the president of the Corio Football Club. Well done.